Yo, what is going on? Everybody, how we doing? Bruin in the chat. Dude, Bruin, how you been, man? How's everyone doing tonight? I know I started stream a little bit late. This is kind of a weird stream day today. I am not feeling great today. I actually did take off work today. ARG, hello. Oh, what was that? Bruin's doing good. Good to hear. Wow. Where did I get all this stuff? I don't even know what I did. Yeah, it's I just got this cold. I've honestly, I feel like I've been feeling it coming on for the last couple weeks. But it wasn't going over the edge, you know, when you're like, I think I'm gonna get sick tomorrow, and then the next day you feel okay, and then the day after that you feel bad again. It's been like that for a while. Ashton Maxwell, Haley, how's it going, guys? How are you doing? How was the week? Yeah, so it finally went over the edge last night-ish. So I worked from home yesterday. Mondays were always work from home. And I just slacked my boss last night. I'm like, dude, there's no way I can make it to the office tomorrow. And thankfully, I took the day off today. I'm supposed to go in tomorrow, and I don't know if I will. I feel like I kind of want to take another sick day, but we'll see. So all that to say, if you guys are just joining the chat, probably gonna cut. I don't know how long we're going tonight. It might be like an hour. It might be 2 hours. We'll see. I have been laying in bed all day long. Hey, what's up, Raiden? Yeah, I went to bed like at 4 o'clock yesterday, and then I've been in bed since stream right now. I made the thumbnail. I'm like, I don't want to make up this stream. The stream must go on. I don't care if I have to cut it short. I will go live. We got to do it. So, as long as we can keep grinding, you know, that's what we're gonna do. Oh, thanks, Raiden. Yeah, got a fresh bleach yesterday. I actually did this myself for the first time. Caitlin has always done it, and to remove the burden from her, I'm like, you know what? I think I can do it. Oh boy, we got a legend in the chat. Buddha. Oh my goodness. Buddha is alive, everybody. Holy cow. Dude, how have you been? Good to see that name. And Haley with the gifted sub. Hey, I appreciate that. As always, Buddha, been a little while, comes back immediately and supports the channel. It's super awesome. How was the rest of last week, guys? Did we finish out last week strong? Anything good happen over the weekend? It's always that Tuesday when, you know, get back in 6 days later. It always feels like it's been a million years since I've seen you guys. Han, thank you. Hey, Han, how's it going? Buddha's good. Been busy, so you've been lurking when you can. I appreciate that. The view alone is awesome. Hope everything's been good busy. Where's Eva at? Let me see. Oh, she's probably like literally right here. Yeah, I always hate when people, you know, when someone calls into work and they're like, hey, I can't make it in, or like they want everyone to know that they're sick. I'm genuinely trying to sound normal right now, but you know when some people kind of overdo it, like you call them, hello, how are you? I'm sick today. Trying to sound normal, but I just can't. It's so weird what happens to your voice.
I wish I could talk more, but I am
I have the black lung. I've got the throat coat tea right now. So That's helpful. It's also really hot in this room.
Eva's got
All right, Eva, what you got for us?
nice.
So I've not booted up the event at all. It's probably going to be the exact same as it was the past 5 years. Yep, we got the event ticket. Boom. We probably need to go do the whatever it's called. Yeah, the Solstice event. Boom. Event challenges. Okay, I know how to do that. Thank you for telling me how to look at my quests.
Gods lately?
Solstice bounty. All right. Select Solstice Forge quest item. Wow, it is treating me like a new player. I have something in here that I think I can't claim. Yes, it's this cipher, and this blinking thing is annoying me. All right, let's see.
Guardian.
What do I need to do the thing? Acquire at least 2 Solstice Forge bounties. Didn't I?
I have ideas already.
Solstice Forge bounties. All right, what do we get? Helmet. I say, yep, helmet. Souls Inbill. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Why not?
Sure. So this is a little bit different, I guess.
Things out there.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna check chat in just a second. I'm just getting this dialed in so we can just boot up a mission. Complete and claim the rewards for any Solstice Forge bounty. All right, so here we go. Equipping a strand or prismatic subclass. All right, generate orbs of power and arc final blows. Okay. So we already have prismatic. Let's get an arc. Let's go with indebted kindness. Let me grab it real quick. Just make it easy on ourselves here.
I can fix this.
Hey, Tex, how's it going? Oh, Red. I saw you in there as well. What else we got in here? Oh, we got Latin Spirit. Okay. Indebted. Sorry, my brain is working at like half capacity right now, everybody.
I recommend it.
But we'll be good. Once I can kind of get in the zone, we should be good. Oh, wait, hang on. I got to show you guys something. I got... This is my first raid adept weapon. Pulse rifle, pulse rifle, pulse rifle. Where are you? Oh, man. I transferred it over here. I can't see where it went.
Never forget that.
There it is. I got to show you this. So I got a triple roll on the nullify, and I got probably one of the worst rolls you could get. I feel like, I don't know, this is pretty bad for this. This is a big L.
I wish I could talk more, but I am
It
not
just, I looked at all the available perks and I was like, no way, I got 3 of each, and all of them, like, the odds for that happening are so low.
dangerous path.
I can use subsistence is probably okay, you know, that's fine. But these, no, I wouldn't use that. Firefly's okay, I guess. Anyway, I thought that was interesting. I saw 3 and 3. I was like, yes. We got anything arc here? Yeah, sure. Let's do that. All right. Now we can go in here. Let's do it. Raiden, you're in the US and don't have AC. What the hell? I have AC. It's just something in this room. I don't know what it is. My office the airflow in here is very bad for some reason. Every other room in the house is usually at like 71, 72 degrees. Pretty manageable. And even in like 103-degree Texas summers, we can usually keep the house at like 71, 72. But not in this room. This room's usually like 78. And I'm wearing a sweater too. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm in that mood when I'm kind of when I have a cold, where you're cold, but you're also hot at the same time. Weird things happen with the body. Juan Derer. I appreciate that follow. Thank you very much. Crusher. So that was one thing I wanted to do before I started this. So remind me to do that after. I want to take a look at Light GG and go through the weapons. I have not seen all of the reprised weapons yet, but I've heard the bow is kind of mid. Have any of you guys tried the bow yet?
Clear the area. Let's get that.
Oh man, here we go again. I have made guides on this, I think twice now. This would be the third year, like since I started making YouTube videos. It's like, here we go again. About to run this, what, 50, 60 times to get the title? This typically is a really good way to get, it's a good way to get armor. Problem is, I already have really good armor on my account. So, I don't know how useful this will be. Hopefully, the weapons are good, so we can actually grind for some decent stuff. And despite all the bad stuff that's been going on with Destiny lately, all the bad news, I've heard some reports that kind of, I don't know, maybe it's just cope, but they are planning. I saw a quote from one of the developers that was saying we should expect some Into the Light level content drops, which Into the Light was one of the best things that they made. It kept my attention for like 3 months. Or 2 months, however long that was out. But it was the same thing. They made a few updates week to week, but that was great. If they could do Into the Light stuff for, I mean, honestly, even the rest of the final shape, if we had that kind of content to look forward to, I'd be pretty happy about it. But Destiny is not in a great spot right now. It sucks because one of my most recent videos was, it looks like Destiny 2 is going to have a great year, or like really exciting year, something like that. And it was. The announcements that they showed were really exciting. I was like so hyped. And then all the news came out about, if you guys don't know, 220 people got laid off last week from Bungie, which was the second layoff they've done in, what, 8 months? Crusher, hey, thank you for the resub. Appreciate that, dude. Yeah. It's just it's a rough time. Morale's really low for a lot of Destiny players right now. Including myself. I'm kind of at the point where me and a lot of other content creators are kind of like, what do we do if Destiny severely drops off in popularity? If no one's playing the game, what do we do? And thankfully, I started streaming, obviously, what, six months ago now, and it's allowed me to play other games and do other things. My thing has been, I'm questioning what I should do with my YouTube videos right now. Because I've only ever uploaded a Destiny video. I've streamed other things, but I don't really want to make guides on other games. So I'm at the point where I'm kind of waiting for, like, let's see what Destiny does. If there are worthy videos to make, which I don't know what I'm doing right now. Where am I going? Then I'll continue to make Destiny videos, or a new crazy game comes out and just takes the world by storm. And maybe I can start making guides on that. I don't know. We'll see. Raiden, if it has no future, it will die. Of course. Yeah. It will. I know a lot of people are Thinking that right now, I can't even tell you the amount of times over the last 10 years that people have said that about Destiny. Like, it's actually over now. This is the end. It's over. And then they'll come and do something crazy. And then it's like, oh, what were we worried about the whole time? Everything's fine. Another year later, layoffs. You know, then Final Shape comes out. Oh, no, it's fine. It's great. I'm just messing this up right now. Jeez. So I don't know. Like maybe this is the time where it actually dies. There's just no way of telling until we give it time. Chart your path with wrestling. Steven's already got that down. You know, Steven's already wrestling. Sony seriously has to step up. Yeah, well, it's also okay, so full disclosure, like I've seen a lot of things online. People are getting mad at different people. From what I've seen, it really looks like Pete Parsons is not doing himself any favors. That's the Bungie CEO, who apparently, allegedly, I don't have proof of this, but he took a bunch of Bungie employees to either his house or something where he just bought a bunch of cars, like a lot of money in really, really nice cars, like $100,000-$300,000 cars. Showed everyone his car collection, and then 2 days later laid off those people. So, could you imagine? That is... That's just cold, man. So, I don't know if this happened, but I did see it from a Bungie ex-employee got really mad at Pete Parsons on Twitter. And that was kind of a story. So who knows if it's actually true. I wouldn't put it past him, though. Because, you know, you look at all the other stuff that he's done and all the other bad decisions that have taken place with Bungie, and it's like, I don't know. It sucks. Kind of hard to see where they could go with all the stuff they've done, like the layoffs apparently being a lot of, or even most of the narrative team. Dude, Luke Smith, Mark Noseworthy, two legends in Destiny that have been around since Destiny 1. And very, very big, impactful people that have worked on Destiny got either laid off or left. I don't think we know for sure yet what happened there. But either way, without them there, it's bad, guys. This time it actually is like, I feel like every blow, when it's like, oh, this is the end of Destiny, it really does. It's like worse and worse every time. Where you're like, oh, it's never been this bad before. It gets more and more difficult for them to recover. Crusher, it's cool to see that Sony is rescuing many of the Bungie employees and creating new studios with them. I did not know that. I guess I heard that they were being kind of absorbed into Sony, so at least they're keeping their jobs. That's good. Raiden Tree, thanks for the Prime sub, dude. I appreciate that. I know I'm not running this very optimally. We should be over 18 right now. It's been a year since I've run this. I kind of forget the rotation of how to do this done efficiently, but I think, you know, we should be finishing at like 24 to 27 igniters each time, so we get the most silver leaves. I actually think I had a stack of 100 silver leaves left over from last year. I was just going to keep them around. I think we can get 3 more right here. This should put us at 21. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Nice, and then boss is gonna spawn in right now. Nice, sub number 70, let's go. Tex, do you think Pete knew he was gonna lay off those employees as he was showing them his cars? I don't know. Again, it's hard to see how the CEO wouldn't know a decision that big 2 days in advance. I feel like by that point you would have been planning for this for a while. That's me, not a CEO. I don't know. I feel like if much smaller things are planned years or months in advance, this couldn't have been like ooh yeah, tomorrow we got to do it. Let's just lay off 200 people, 220 people. Like, there's no way. I almost think it's even worse if they made the decision with just 2 days notice, going like, numbers look bad. Well, let's just cut 200 people. You know, we gave this some thought last night, and here's what we're gonna do. It's bad, just bad either way, I think.
Solstice Guardians.
Feeding frenzy, explosive payload. We're gonna get rid of that one. Okay, so I am going to remember we're gonna go to Light GG. We're gonna look at some rolls and see what we want here. When you get rid of the narrative team, that shows what they're thinking. Good point. Yeah, and just to see how it looks like all of the money from Final Shape and all the success, record-breaking numbers, all of that went to Marathon and other side projects. Marathon, and there's one other side project they mentioned. It's an action adventure game that's set in a brand new sci-fi universe, is how they positioned it. And so all of us are like, there was one thing I saw on Twitter that was like, I never felt like more of my money went to waste than when I bought Final Shape and saw all these people got laid off, and the quality of like PvP and things like that going forward. It's like, where were these hundreds of millions of dollars going? Red, I did. Yeah, he told me actually when I met him that night, he said that he was going with Lana to SummerSlam. It would have been cool to go to SummerSlam. Might have been a little bit of a conflict of interest, seeing as we're kind of an AEW fam. It would have been cool to go though. I didn't even check my quest. What do we need here? Let's see. Done. Oh, we need more orbs. All right, we got the bow. Boom, boom. So we just got to complete the armor set while wearing a set of sublime armor imbued with incandescent ingots. Complete dungeons and raids. Okay. So we want to wear this armor. Dang, this is going to be Flamekeeper 3rd time gilded. I don't know why. It seems like this just came out. That is wild.
Let's get started.
I did see where arm popped up with Cody. Oh, I didn't see that. Spade. How's it going, Spade? Narrative team member that left tweeted that story. It is good. He's in good hands. Okay. ARG said this in another Discord, but of course, when I get into a game, all this stuff happens to it. Yeah, ARG, I feel like this, these times have happened before with Destiny. It's like, as I said, this seems like it's one of the worst times, but we have these conversations probably every 4 months in Destiny, and that's been happening since Destiny 2 came out. So a little, there was a lot of that in Destiny 1, like when Destiny 1 launched, but I feel like for most of the Taken King year, there was kind of a dry period, but then they came out with that April update that was really fun. And then once the Rise of Iron came out, that was the final Destiny 1 expansion. It almost didn't matter. That was like one other time where there wasn't really a lot of negativity because we knew that Destiny 2 was coming out. the next year, so everyone was like, "Well, we'll forgive it." But then the Age of Triumph update that came out for Destiny 1 was like another into the light level moment where it was so good in Destiny 1. They made all the old activities replayable again. They had new loot, new weapons, like oh, it was great. I missed that Age of Triumph update. And then in Destiny 2, of course, it was like once it launched, everyone was like, "Oh, this game's dead." Which it was actually horrible when it came out. There was nothing to do, no random rolls on weapons. There was no triumphs to go for. There was one raid, and you could literally buy raid loot without even going into the raid. I'll show you guys. Well, I don't even know if he's still here. The sweeper bot. You used to be able to go to this guy, and you would get raid tokens. Oh, that token system was so bad. For doing like Vanguard, Crucible, everything, you would get tokens for every completion. And that would, oh, let me see. I gotta remember where this is. Maybe it's down here. You could turn in these tokens to these vendors and just buy whatever you wanted. But it didn't have any. Yeah, he used to be right here. This was literally a raid vendor. Was just chilling here. He'd be like, "Oh, I want to buy all these weapons." Once you got the raid auto rifle, that's it. You did it. No reason to run the raid for an auto rifle ever again, because you got the only roll that would ever come out for it. That was a dark time in Destiny, for sure. So, all that to say, there have been many bad points. I wouldn't. I mean, I guess there is some cause for concern here, but for right now, just keep playing Destiny. If you're enjoying it, like I enjoy the weekly story. It's good. There's not a lot of reason to play like more than that, unless you want like raid triumphs or raid loot or something. But if you feel like you have everything, just wait until the next episode comes out, or maybe the next set of acts. So we're at Light GG here. Let me see. Crusher. You work at Dell. We just had another round of layoffs. It's like the third big layoff in the past year. It's like every company, man. My company too, as you know, Crusher. We had a lot of people laid off. Spade, it's odd that you actually think them pulling back could be a good thing. They seem to want to take a less is more approach. Most seasons are meh anyways. I don't know. I haven't really seen it as a good thing yet, because it just seems like more hands are being taken off of Destiny and onto Marathon and onto that new sci-fi adventure game that they were talking about. And then there's, of course, the Matter game, which has that's like officially, unofficially, it's like codename Matter. So it's like, it just seems like Destiny is almost fading out and the other three projects are fading in as Destiny kind of goes into the sunset. They'll see, apparently Bungie sent out a survey today. I haven't checked my email for it, but it was like, how do you feel about the future of Destiny 2? And I think it was getting a feel for what people wanted. Like, do you want to see Destiny 2 continue? Do you want to see Destiny 3? Interesting. Okay, we're pulling up the new weapons. Getting sidetracked here. Where are the new weapons? What is the new weapons? Okay, there we go. Something new. I'm gonna get the weapon screen up on stream in a second, guys. I'm just making sure I get to the right page. Okay. Here we go. So we're gonna look for all weapons that have this. Something new. All right. This is what I really want. I want to see if this is as bad as everyone's saying it is. I guess we can minimize this just a little bit. Archer's tempo. So we got a void. Whoops. Repulsor. I mean, you've got the one void combo. Always interesting to play with. Golden Tricorn. Opening shot. I don't know why. I've never really liked Golden Tricorn. I think it's okay. For me, I don't want to play a minigame while I'm playing the game. I gotta focus on melee kills, grenade kills, weapon kills to get the maximum buff, and then the timer's running out. I just wanted to do more damage without me thinking about it. So I might go... I'm such a sucker for all the elemental perks. The repulsor, destabilizing, but let's see what's in the left column here. Successful warm-up, not bad. Archer's tempo, nice, yeah. Maybe Archer's destabilizing, that could be kind of interesting. ARG, funny enough, you watched a video a while ago talking about how it feels like Bungie kind of wants people to forget Rise of Iron. Really? Oh, why? Rise of Iron, it was good. I think maybe in the context of how we were Iron Lords, and then we had to re-earn our Iron Lord title, even though we're the same Guardian. I have seen that, but I haven't seen like the overall Rise of Iron forget it exists thing. Text, just imagine if they had to pull the plug on D2 because of how bad year 1 was going. What a timeline that would have been. Yeah, if we would have just lost Destiny 2, which according to Luke Smith, he had said that it was Destiny 2 or Destiny 1. I can't remember, but I think it was Destiny 2. He said they were like 2 or 3 weeks away from pulling the plug. And then because the player base had dropped so significantly. Man, why we got to get these bots in here, dude? It's so frustrating. Hang on. Where is this guy? Ban. Oh wait, was that on YouTube? Pambo. I think Pambo just got banned. I didn't even do anything. Okay. Cool. Spade, in my opinion, the core playlist has suffered for too long. Even during Forsaken, people still complain months and then nothing to do. They can never make enough content, but core playlists being refreshed and innovative people keep playing. Yeah, I think it was Mactix yesterday had put out a video that was like, all right, if we go to Neptune, we look at this map here. This map is huge. There is a lot of thought that went into each location. You know, you have the whole Callus's whole ship here. It's a huge area. And when was the last time you spent more than an hour here? That was kind of his point. And it's like, man, are we putting all of our energy into the wrong thing? Because you have this campaign that comes out that's usually like Lightfall campaign, for example, very average. You play it maximum 3 times, and then that's it. And I'm quoting Mactix here, but I thought it was a good point. And then you have all of the other things like raids and dungeons, and people play the crap out of those. And we get 2 raids per year, but what if we made like 4 raids and 4 dungeons per year? Stu, I forget I had mods? I don't know. I almost did the 3 other streams where I had to ban people, where there was no mods in my stream. But thank you, Stu. I appreciate it. You want Compass Rose with Quick Draw? You blame Destiny? Yeah. I don't blame you. compass rose with quick draw and opening shot. Oh, the shotgun. Yep. Been begging for a solid precision frame shotgun since you got into PvP. Well, there you go. Have you tried it out at all yet, Crusher? Just the regular base version? Anyways, all that to say, guys, I feel like all of these destinations that come out all the time, I don't think we're going to get any more of these, or not as frequently, according to what that had said. Smaller content packs, the words that they used makes me think that we won't be getting too many large destinations, maybe not until next year when Frontiers comes out, and then I'm sure they'll refresh everything. You just delete roles you don't want before trying them. I do the same thing. Yeah. I don't want to waste any of my kill counter on a weapon I'm not going to use. I feel like they would need to rethink their monetary model if they do 4 dungeons a year, unless the keys include them all. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean, they would either have to make it more expensive or just make more. Even if they did one more. Because, okay, there's 3 episodes per year. They do a raid and a dungeon with each one. Obviously, that's not going to happen this year. These changes take way longer. But still, even if they did a reprised raid and there's no reprised dungeons, but a new dungeon, reprised raid, you have a lot of reprised raids that you could bring back. And they could pretty much just copy and paste some of them. You know, a lot of the raid layers in Destiny 2. And you have Scourge of the Past, Crown of Sorrow, and is there another one? I don't think there is, other than the raid layers. I think so. That's 4 in Destiny 2, and then we have Wrath of the Machine in Destiny 1. So there's a lot of raids that they could just bring over. Do one of those, reinvigorate the weapons, make it a little bit more ad dense, maybe add in a couple new mechanics, reprise the raid.
When I lost Carlos and Maria,
Like we'd have more stuff to do.
I thought that would make it
Is Leviathan itself a layer? No, it's not. It's just a regular raid, and then the Eater of Worlds and Spire of Stars are just sub layers in there. All right, I've been running around here. Let's see what we got going on. So we need more orbs of power. Refresh a category of bounties. Oh yeah, we need to do that. Let's go to the Solstice Forge.
ideas already.
Activate to refresh helmet bounties. Okay, let's just refresh. I don't want to refresh it, but I guess we're going to. I should have refreshed this one, huh? Because I've already done them. Collect alloys of any armor piece to purchase. Okay. Oh, this is actually kind of cool. It's more. This is a lot more in depth than it was last time. Arc subclass abilities. Okay, we could do that. Defeat combatants with elemental damage. Elemental damage. Let's do this one.
Wonderful.
And we can pick up more. Grandmaster. Raid encounters. Not going to do those tonight. Defeat combatants with elemental damage. Okay, sure. Void subclass. Okay, we can get that with consecration. And we get another generate orbs. Okay, that's pretty easy.
Okay.
Let's go back in. We'll do another one. Might as well. Yeah, Stu, they were... Leviathan was not a layer. I do know that for a fact. It's a good question. But the Spire Stars and Eater of Worlds were layers because they were way smaller than the regular Leviathan. ARG, you got to start adding more orb creation to your builds. Yeah, it's not too complex. It really just comes down to making sure you have your surges on. Like, this is one example of many. But like I should have arc surges on. Not surges. I'm sorry. It's not surges. These siphons. So you get your siphons. You can get your ashes to assets for grenades, hands-on for melees. And then there are many, many other ways to generate orbs. It's just, those are a few that I kind of like. Reaper's another good one. That's the way how you can do it through mods. But you see, I just generated an orb from a simple melee kill. I'm gonna switch to. I guess I'm still in arc, so we'll just stick arc. That's fine. I'm curious though, anyone in chat, I like to ask this every once in a while. If you are not playing Destiny, are you playing anything new? What have you been playing lately? Or what do you want to play if you don't have the game yet? You looking forward to anything? I have been finishing up my Subnautica playthrough, which is nice. I've been playing a little bit of Pokemon Go, as you guys know. It's like a really old game at this point. It's crazy to think that Pokemon Go came out 8 years ago. Like almost exact. It's like a little over 8 years ago. But I think I was telling you guys a couple weeks ago, my brother-in-law, or my nephew, he wanted to go play during not community day, what is it, Go Fest. And my brother-in-law was out. He's like, hey, can you take my son out? I was like, yeah, I got you. And I was like, I might as well play if I'm gonna take him out, if we're gonna be there for like 4 hours. And I had so much fun. And like it's actually a genuinely fun game. I don't know if any of you guys played it, but shoot, I'm having a lot of fun. ARG, looking forward to the new Dragon Ball fighting game. Oh, cool. And game Sparking Zero. I have not heard of Sparking Zero. What kind of game is it? You got to get back into Pokemon Go more again. The amount of stuff they've changed and added, like there's so much to do in the game. If you've been taking, years off, so many quests and stuff to do. Like they didn't even have quests last time I was playing the game. Research, I think, is what they call it. But all the new legendaries, the new raids, like it's a lot of fun. Especially like going to and from the office every day. I can make a couple stops on my way home from work, catch some Pokemon in the car, not while driving. But it's fun. Text, other than D2, Minecraft, First Ascendant. Oh, Uncharted. Nice. Which one are you playing? Are they going to make a new Uncharted at any point? Oh, Raiden's off to bed in England. Dude, yeah. Get some sleep. And thank you again for the sub, Raiden. Get some rest. Feel good for tomorrow. We'll catch you later. Tex, really looking forward to the Warhammer Space Marine games coming. Oh, nice. New Warhammer game coming out. That's cool. I'll work on getting a little bit cooler. Latin Spirit at the moment, bit of Diablo 4, Gran Turismo, Far Cry 6, Fallout 4, and a few others. Depends on what you're in the mood for. That's a great assortment of games. Is D4 any better now? obviously I would assume it's much better since launch, but is it actually like a good game now? Would you recommend people hop back in? I played for the first couple weeks and then everyone fell off because there was nothing to do in the end game. The one thing I did hear that they did was they removed, which I think this happened like a year ago, but they removed a lot of the affixes that made it just, they were so complicated for no reason. There was like 100 affixes or something, and they condensed a lot of them down to make it much more simple. I felt like that was a good change. ARG Sparking Zero is a Dragon Ball anime arena fighter, kind of the originator of that style of game. It used it used to be called Budokai Tenkaichi here in North America, but they changed it. Nice, okay. Full disclosure, I've never watched a single Dragon Ball Z anything. I know. It's crazy. Never have seen one episode ever. Raiden says bye again. DJ, been going through the franchise. You're on Uncharted 3 as of now. Nice. It's about time I do that again. I really liked the Uncharted series. Really good games. Uncharted 4 was like really, really good. I remember I went and got the Platinum Trophy for Uncharted 4 because I enjoyed it so much. And I think, don't they have the Uncharted games on Steam? Or am I mistaken? I feel like that's one of the PlayStation franchises that's available on Steam. Latin Spirit, not a pro, working your way through the campaign. Okay. Nice. But I mean, as long as you're having fun, that's good. Red's about to unfollow for no... I'm not against Dragon Ball Z. I think it's cool. Everybody that I talk to that likes it, like I have very close friends that just love it. I don't know how to get into it. It's like so huge. It's a full universe. I don't know if I'm ready. If you were to recommend, hey, Garrett, here's how you get into Dragon Ball Z. What are my steps? I mean, do I just start at episode 1, season 1? Or there's like multiple different spin-offs, right? Or are there? I don't know. ARG, you like having a good rotation of games. The only issue you have as a console gamer is space. Oh, okay. Yeah, you just uninstall if you don't like it. Or if you know you're not going to play it for a little bit. It's the same thing on PC. I have a 2 terabyte hard drive, and I have to uninstall here and there. And then it's like you're committing to not playing that game. It can be kind of a reality check sometimes. ARG, surprising as you are in the age range. Yeah, I know I am. So I think a lot of it was I wasn't really allowed to watch a lot of stuff as a kid. We used to watch Pokemon, and then Pokemon got like banned in my house when I was in elementary school, junior high. And I think Dragon Ball Z was pretty much, it was very Pokemon-like art style wise, and trying to explain to my parents that they're different things, they like no. Pretty sure they just wouldn't have wanted that. And then a time went by, and all of a sudden I'm in college, and I've never watched Dragon Ball Z, and everyone else is so invested in it. So sad. Yeah, I never got into it. All right, we got a bow, air trigger. You want to do a full rewatch one day? You've seen a lot of Z, all of GT. Haven't seen OG Dragon Ball or Super yet. Red says watch Dragon Ball Z first, then watch Dragon Ball Super. Okay. And where do I watch it? ARG, it doesn't help that so many games these days are so huge. Yeah, like Destiny. Isn't Destiny like 100 something gigs? Your stepbrother recorded most of it. And the specials, that's how you watched it? Okay. Crunchyroll. So Crunchyroll's like all animes on Crunchyroll, huh? Because I wanted to watch Attack on Titan. I thought that was on Netflix. I'm pretty sure it was at one point. And it's like, nope, you got to pay for another subscription. Go to Crunchyroll.
What cipher is this?
Oh, am I maxed?
What can I do
Hold
for
up.
you, Titan?
No, I'm not. Okay. I thought I was for a second.
Hi there.
Oh, jeez. What the heck? All right. Let's start going through these. Not going to use that. Not going to use that. No. I'll never use it. Oh. There we go. There's one. We got it. Let's go ahead and I don't know if we want to level that up right now, but we'll at least do this. There are some other means of watching it all that you will not divulge. I do not want to do that. Yeah, I won't do that. Let's yeah, quick access. Let's do that. Oh my gosh, YouTube chat. I am so sorry. I don't think it's working. Thank you for coming over here and letting me know. You're right. YouTube. All I see is Twitch. I'm glad, Terry. Thanks for coming over and letting me know. All right. Well, we gotta have two chats open. YouTube. I'm gonna say hi. If you've been in YouTube chat this whole time, say hi, so I can say hi to you. Man, that's unbelievable. There we go. You guys are like, dude, he's reading everyone else's comments. Okay, Brad P, first one to say hi. Terry Quick. We got Melissa P, Francis. Yeah, I was wondering where you guys were. Let me make it a little bit easier for myself to see this real quick. Having two chats open is not fun. Organizing the window or setting it to where I can see both is difficult. Okay, there we go. That'll do for now. Okay. Yeah, dang. You guys have been talking for a while over there. Oh, I feel bad. Well, I'm here now. Crowning Duologue. I remember this is last year's weapon. Yep, I see you, Melissa. I see you, Francis.
Bye.
Hopefully it fixes itself. That's weird. YouTube chat's been good for like 2 weeks. It's been fine. let's run. So I believe we get silver leaves from running activities that are not the whatever that's called, what we were just doing. Ooh, nice. We'll take that. Oh, snap, that's pretty. Look at that. Yeah, we're gonna get that. That is a cool shell too. Yeah, at least you guys could tell that it wasn't showing up, that your messages weren't showing up on the video feed. So the question is, what do we run? I say we clear out some of these quests here. These seasonal ones, we'll run anything that Pathfinder Paths, collect their pinnacle rewards. That's a long-term one. I don't want to do Crucible. Oh, okay, we can do that. Focus, piece of seasonal armor. We should have something there. We're gonna knock out some quests real quick, guys. Han, you logged into Destiny, bought a new shell, and logged off. Are you back on Omega Ruby, Han? And Han, so you told me about Legends Arceus a couple days ago. You're like, hey, I love the game. And I went back and I played it today, and I did have fun. On my sick day, that's what I did in bed. I just played Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'm still not sold on it. I had a little bit of fun. But it's a different game. I don't know. It's when I play Pokemon, I want to beat trainers. I just want to level up. And this is like one trainer battle every 2 hours, I feel like. It's a little bit slower. It's more about catching Pokemon, less about battling. You just completed the Delta episode. Ooh, cool. That's a good moment in there. Just got to stick with Arceus a bit. The beginning is boring, but further into the game, it's cool. Yeah, and I really do want those Origin Form Dialga, Palkia. Even though they look really weird, I still want them. Okay, so we got to focus, weapons, and armor. Ooh, we only have 7, though. Let's see. Let me just make sure what this quest says. I don't want to waste any engrams here. I was on week 3. Focus pieces of seasonal armor at failsafe. Okay, we just have to focus armor. Doesn't matter which one. I don't need any armor, but there you go. That's done. Brad, you love aberrant action. That is this guy, right? I have used it for a couple days. Love it. Any rocket sidearm is the best weapon in the game. It's just my favorite thing to use. They're all so good. They look cool and very powerful. I agree, Brad. They're good. Let's see. Let's get ourselves a... Let's do this one. Postmaster. Okay. Let's claim. Nice, we got another one. Vex with void damage and Gambit. Or Vanguard? No. Powerful combatants in Gambit? No. No. Not right now. I don't want to do that right now. Episode echoes. Arena activity breach executable on expert. Nah. Score points in Rift? No. Overthrow. No. I'm being way too picky right now. On advanced difficulty or higher, I guess we could do that. Defeat bosses in strikes or vanguard. We'll play on advanced. Final blows with primary ambo and gambit. All right, so primary. We can combo those. Anything else we can combo? Void. So void, primaries, and vex. Pulse rifle. Void pulse rifles. There we go. We're very specific about which weapons we're going to use. Void pulse rifle against Vex in Vanguard. V's. Void Vex Vanguard. Void. Graviton Lance. That is an option. Ooh, collective obligation. Let's do that. I want to use the new bow. Actually, yeah, let's do the new bow. Might as well. It's primary ammo. We won't get the pulse rifle, but screw it. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Let's get into some Vanguard stuff. Let's do Nightfall Advanced. Boom. Keygun, how's it going? Good to see you, dude. And Brad, Solar plays well with the inner pyromaniac. Yeah. What role did you have, Brad? I went with the heel clip incandescent. I thought that was best.
Guardian, we've picked up a high gain transmission.
Graviton Lance got an accidental nerf because of the update today. That's what Brad said. What happened?
That's Rasputin, the AI Warmind. If I'm understanding him correctly, it's a distress call. There are so few ballet fans left, Guardian. It'd be a shame to lose him.
They lowered its fire. Rate of fire. How does that happen? Oh, wrong way. We're not doing Omnigul. Back this way. Oh, okay. I could see how that could get slipped up. It's a coding differentiation that they probably didn't think of. Keygun, I'm doing good. I am not feeling very good. So, no, just kidding. I am probably going to cut stream off a little bit short tonight because I really do need to rest. I spent really the last 24 hours in bed, but kind of told myself the stream must go on. And I am here. I don't want to make up a night. I want to stream on Tuesday nights. I don't want to throw off, as long as I can, I don't want to throw off the scheduling for anybody. If everybody's used to Tuesday nights, you know, I don't want to be that guy. It's like, I got a little cough. It's like, I'm going to reschedule for later. Like, I can stream. I'm not, you know, on the verge of death or anything. But I will probably go right to bed after this. Brad, it was supposed to be just a visual fix on heavy pulse rifles. They were showing 395, but firing 300. Fixed the display to 300 and Lance got hit. Oof. That's rough. You know what I feel like hasn't had a weird thing happen to it in a while is Telesto. I feel like there was an era of multiple years in Destiny 2 where just Telesto was always messing up the game. I used to kind of look forward to the new things that people would find out on that, but we haven't seen anything in a while. I don't have anything barrier, do I? Oh well. I don't think we need it. Dang, fires are still going, Keegan. That sucks. Nice. That bounty's completed now. Cool. Let's complete that. And I think let's complete this as well. Oh, we only got one. Okay. That's fine. Once a year, Telesto would wreck everything. Wasn't one of the times where Banshee was holding Telesto or is in Banshee's inventory and it just completely screwed up everything? This was like 3 years ago. Where you're like, how is that a problem? Why is that even coded that way? Yeah, Telesto is crazy. Keegan, another one just started close to you from some thunderstorms the other day. Good grief. Thunderstorms cause the fires. Man, that's unlucky. That is very unlucky. Come on. Latin, there's a website dedicated to the Telesto bugs. Oh, I kind of want to check that out. They, I don't know if you guys were playing during this time, but I think it was maybe about a year ago, there was a Telesto event because they were kind of celebrating how much Telesto wrecked the game. And they had this secret emblem in the game and everything, and Telesto was making all these really weird patterns, and people were trying to decode the patterns, and they were spending hours and losing sleep on it because they were convinced there was some sort of secret mission or secret exotic somewhere, and it turned out to be nothing. They're like, yeah, no, there's nothing. We just did a random Telesto emblem, and it was such a letdown. People were pretty mad. I was tuning into streams at that point. This might have even been before I started making videos. So it might have been like 2 years ago. It was definitely a fun time though. Oh, shoot. Telesto.report. I will have to check that out. Detroit is cold today from lots of rain from the hurricane from down in Florida. we're getting to that time of year, guys. Pumpkin spice lattes are coming back anytime. Does anyone here actually like a pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks? I'll have like one a year, and then that's it. They're way too sweet. There we go. Even has a days since Telesto bug. That's funny. Keegan, you'll have one as well. I do like the mint or peppermint mochas. Those just remind me of Christmas time, and I love Christmas. It always makes me happy. You do not like pumpkin spice, Melissa. Okay. Not for everybody. Is anyone here like a big Christmas person? Do you and your family like to celebrate it? Because it's about this time, like once it hits September, I start kind of getting in the mindset where it's like, we are actually close. I just love seeing Christmas lights. I've always loved it. When it gets a little colder outside, I'm happy because I can like actually wear a sweatshirt and be somewhat comfortable in Texas. Oh no. ARG is not a coffee drinker, so no mochas or lattes for you. Mocha, I feel like, is probably one of the easiest ways to get into coffee. That's how I started liking it, because the chocolate taste kind of mutes the coffee taste a little bit. I think it tastes good. It's weird. I feel like more and more people are not really drinking coffee nowadays. It's like everybody, all my friends used to, all the time. It might be just the next generation. It's not really a coffee thing. Millennials are just like, oh, I can't live without my coffee. That's what everybody used to say when I was in college. Gotta have my coffee to start the day. And I'm kind of like that. I always have to have it. It's more of like a tradition type thing. Oh, Tex. Were you, you know, when you were a kid, it's like, hey, we already got you your birthday present. You don't also need a Christmas present. And then your sibling, their birthday is probably like in August. And they always got both. It would be difficult if your birthday was like December 21st as a kid. Because you're like, oh, man. ARG is not in the Christmas mood until a little bit more into December. Yeah, I think it's more of a warm-up that happens in September for me. I'm like, all right, here we go. We're only a few months away now. Then October hits, you start seeing the Halloween decorations. At that point, I'm not as excited for Halloween. I'm just thinking like, wow, we're actually closer to Christmas now. We'll do another advanced one here. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people over on YouTube are not really coffee drinkers as well, but Francis likes Christmas, so there we go. At least we like Christmas. Melissa, your birthday is at the beginning of December. It sucked when you were a kid. Yeah. Oh, your dad's is December 25th, right on Christmas Day, huh?
Picked up a high gain transmission. Origin point is somewhere along the coast. near the Cosmodrome.
Another thing I was talking to some of my friends with when we were running a raid a couple days ago, actually with Han. I don't know if Han's still in chat right now, but we were talking about how it seems like Gen Z. I don't know if you are Gen Z and you're in chat, but it seems like Gen Z does not really enjoy TV shows. Anime doesn't count. Like, I'm talking actual. I know, yes, anime is actual TV shows, but I'm talking like majority popular, like House of the Dragon, The Boys, you know, those kinds of TV shows that are on like major networks or major streaming services and aren't on like you know, anime sites. Nothing against anime. We were talking about anime like a few minutes ago. I want to get more into it. I just haven't had like I don't have Crunchyroll. I don't know if I want to get it. But it's like every person that's Gen Z that I talk to is like, no, we don't really watch shows. And that is millennials. We love our shows. At least all millennials that I know, we like TV shows. Text, your birthday's in your brother's in February. Yours is 22nd. Oh yeah. Okay, well, at least your parents were, they wanted to celebrate both. That's good. Gen Z coffee is Red Bull and Zen in the morning. That's the truth, dude. Yes. I literally did not even know what Zen was until probably like 4 or 5 months ago. But I can't get away from it now. It's just, I see Zen signs everywhere. ARG, big thing about Christmas is how early it begins. July has Christmas in July, and then Christmas stuff starts showing up in stores in September. Yeah, like it can get a little bit excessive over time. Like you're like, oh my gosh, by the time it's Christmas, you're ready for it to be over with. That's a good point. I always just loved on Thanksgiving, usually, when we had just set up the Christmas decorations so they could be visible for family on Thanksgiving. That was always nice. Because the whole time at Thanksgiving, you're like, man, I'm with my family. This is good. And we got Christmas coming up next month. We get to look at the Christmas lights now. Just used to be a really happy time in my childhood. All right, how far are we on these? Oh, dude, we have made no progress. 3%? It's going to take forever. Stuff for Christmas starts this month where you're at? Dang. That's early. I haven't seen anything for Christmas out here in Texas. But speaking of TV shows, the reason why I brought up the whole TV show thing is because I watched the finale of House of the Dragon, and I gotta say, the whole season was really good. It felt like it was really leading up to something, and then you realize that the entire season was just a setup for season 3. So I was kind of at the end going like, wait, no, they got to do something. What? And then the season ended. That was kind of a letdown, and then if they keep up with the same path, it'll be 2026 by the time we get another season. And that sucks, because the show is really good. At least we get a break between Halloween and Christmas here in Canada. Oh yeah, because you don't have Thanksgiving where you're at. There you go. Yeah, in America, it's 3 months back to back to back. Come on, get stunned. There we go. Bosses. Oh, dude, that's gonna take forever. Bonus progress for auto rifle, hand cannon, or sidearm final blows. Well, I guess we're doing that then. That's why we're only at 3%. Jeez. There's always some fine print that I don't read. That's my fault. Let's switch this to this. Just go with a void auto rifle here. Tex, you don't know about the TV show thing because you're Gen Z. You really like watching House MD, The Boys, and a few others. Okay, that's good to hear. It definitely has seemed like a reoccurring trend with any like Gen Z people that I talk to. They're not really a fan of any TV shows. It really is like a lot of it is just anime. People that are a little bit or people that are in that Gen Z window really like anime. Again, not everybody, but I know a lot of people that do. This is very low level. 1900, 1988. That's why. There we go. That's better. I wonder if that's why Gen Z isn't as into shows. Most TV shows these days are major budget, hour-long shows that have 8 episodes every 2 years. It used to be, like Lost, for example, you would get 24 episodes a season. 20 to 24 episodes a season every year. And Lost was a high-budget show. Yeah. Shows definitely are higher budget now because there was always a very clear distinction between... You could tell just by watching 30 seconds of something if it was a TV show or a movie. And now the line is definitely blurred. You can't tell at all. But still, they like Lost. In most TV shows, they would come out with 3 times as much content in half the time. So that's what, 6 times? 6 times as much content? Technically speaking. That is a noticeable difference. V triggers House of the Dragon 2 years till next season. I don't think it's been officially confirmed, and the reason why I think it might come a little bit sooner is because House of the Dragon season 1 came out and it was not renewed until the season ended. I think maybe even a month or 2 after the season ended, it got renewed and then they could start filming. With the first season, that's why you always... I feel like it's very stressful to get the season 2 pumped out because they don't even know if it's going to be liked by anybody. But I think season 3, I mean, it had to have been renewed already. I guess someone correct me if I'm wrong. But they could hopefully, theoretically, start work on the season earlier. Or they should. If they don't, I'm like, what are you doing? Why wouldn't you? Most shows throw in the entire season up on the service so people binge it. Oh no, we're gonna die. This is... No. Yeah, there are benefits to the binge thing. I see the appeal. I would much rather have it week by week though. That's what House of the Dragon did, and man, you look forward to those nights. The past 8 weeks, I've been looking forward to Sunday nights because I got to go over to my in-laws' house. We get to think about it, kind of let the episode sit for a week. We talk about it, come up with theories. But when you binge it, I feel like those are the shows that you go back to when the next season comes out. And you're like, wait, what's the main character's name again? Who are these people? If you let it take a little bit more time to sit in, I feel like you don't really have those issues. Because you were able to actually digest the season instead of getting it from a fire hose, watching it all in one day. Like, man, those Lost season finales, Game of Thrones season finales, people were like so hyped for them. "24", that's another good one from back in the day. Jack Bauer. Fragile Focus Rampage. No. Breaking Bad has the most cliffhanger endings ever. Breaking Bad and Lost. It has to be tied with Lost, because literally every episode of Lost, you're like, no, no way. Let's check our quests. Okay, so I think we realized that this one is going to take a long time. 16% is so slow. That's after 3 strikes. Let's see. It was a product of the time. 10 to 15 years ago, that was a thing to do before. Oh, do for that media? Yeah. There weren't as many TV shows out back 10 to 15 years ago. Now there's a new TV show every other day because there's so many big streaming platforms. So there's always something new coming out. There's so much content. But really, back then, yeah, there was sitcoms, and you had 24, Lost, and Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad kind of came out at the tail end of that. And there were some other ones. Grey's Anatomy, that's another big one. There really wasn't anything else other than that. That was it during that time. And so you had these giant communities of people that would watch these shows. And I remember at school, it was like, oh, did you see Lost last night? Oh my gosh. And now I do run into people that are like, oh, I haven't seen that show. What's that show about? There's very few big ones. Like Game of Thrones was the last big one that everybody was, it was like a cultural phenomenon. There were just more of those back then. V-Triggers, your dad had some great ones. Oh, and the rafters after going off air. Yeah, cliffhangers. You're right about that. Pulse rifles. We got 19 pulse rifles. Echo chest. Rapid precision. Oh, man. Let's finish these out. Okay. Orbs of power. Do we get silver leaves? We do. Oh, they deleted my silver leaves. I had 100. That is not cool. Let's go in and go here. Go to Eva. I feel like Gen Z was into Stranger Things, given how many of them didn't know Master of Puppets. That's true. Yeah, Stranger Things season 5 is going to come out at some point, but I feel like that's been over 2 years since Stranger Things, right? It's been forever. Game of Thrones was the last big TV show I remember talking about a good bit in high school. That's good that you watch Game of Thrones, Tex, being a Gen Zer. If you've never seen Game of Thrones, man, it really is like, yeah. I know that there are gripes with how it ends and everything, but gosh, what a good show. Okay, so we re-roll there. Let's re-roll this.
Oh yes, this is exactly what I was
Sure.
thinking.
All right, let's do another bonfire bash. I think part of it was Game of Thrones started as a more traditional HBO show, but over time became more of what we think of streaming today. What do you mean by that, ARG? Because it didn't do the whole binge thing. Game of Thrones, even season 8, it came out week by week. But House of the Dragon for me is giving me, obviously it's going to scratch that Game of Thrones itch. But it's actually just a genuinely really good show. I've enjoyed this season. There was like one episode that was kind of slow, kind of boring. But it definitely stands on its own feet. It doesn't just do a whole bunch of Game of Thrones callbacks, because I hate when shows do that, or shows or movies when they do too many callbacks for nostalgia. It's like cheap. We're supposed to go, oh, they just mentioned his name and he's this guy in the old movie that we used to like, or the old show, just to, you know what I mean? It can be kind of cheap if you do that too much, and House of the Dragon doesn't do that really at all. It doesn't do it any more than it needs to. So ARG, over time, the budgets got bigger and we got less and less episodes. Yeah, it did end with 7 episodes, but they were all, I think that's what you were saying. Yeah, like they were, the runtime length should have been about the same. It was just less episodes. So instead of 49-minute or 52-minute episodes, they were an hour and 20-minute episodes, or for 7 episodes. I still think it would have been, I would have rather had shorter episodes for 10 episodes. And I would have rather had 9 seasons in Game of Thrones, or 8 versus 8, or 10 seasons. That, could have been a conflict of interest with the, not conflict of interest, but the actors probably wouldn't have liked that. It's like, hey, 10, or it would have been, after filming and all the big budgets, probably 14 years of their life on one show. And getting everybody on board for that, I can see that, how that they wanted to wrap it up. It really did need at least one more season, though. To be fair, it's kind of hard to reference stuff in a show that isn't set hundreds of years in the future. If you've watched Game of Thrones, which I think you have, it's definitely easier to do it than you think. It's almost like if you're to watch the old Star Wars movies, like they can make plenty of references to future things in the future. Not necessarily... it's more of, it could just be like aspects, or not specific people. It doesn't have to be specific people, I guess. But for example, like in House of the Dragon, it starts off, they make a reference. They make one, and it's talking about the Song of Ice and Fire and the prophecy behind it. You're like, oh, and within the opening credits, they mention Daenerys Targaryen. You're like, all right, okay. How much of this is going to be crutching off of Game of Thrones, you know? Because they can do visions, they can do prophecies, and if you do that too much, it's like, all right, nope, be your own show. I know what I'm trying to say. I'm just not doing a very good job of saying it. My brain is not working today.
Take an interference. Burn through their ranks, or we'll have to cut the celebration short.
It worked for Supernatural. That's another one I haven't seen. Terry Quick, you're waiting for the new seasons from Wednesday and The Last of Us. Oh, okay, Terry, I did just see that. Last of Us Season 2 is like April 2025, but it just got a trailer I saw. And it's got Moira Rose from, I don't know her real name. Moira Rose from Schitt's Creek. She's in The Last of Us. That'll be interesting seeing her in a very serious show. You know, it's a show that I am really sad got canceled is Westworld. That show is crazy. It definitely felt completely different in season 3. I still liked season 3. I haven't seen season 4 because they removed it from all streaming services and then they just canceled the show. So that sucks. But I guess the showrunners said that they wanted to continue on a different platform potentially. ARG, first 5 seasons of Supernatural are legit pretty good. Sure, they're a little dated, but that's expected. After that, it's fun to see what they do next and for the characters. I've heard, yeah, Supernatural had a pretty big following. I had friends that watched that in high school. Matt says creepy. Did I say something creepy? Or did someone say something creepy? How's it going, Matt? I know I am not playing efficiently right now. Try to just get through the day. I will definitely have to call the stream here pretty shortly. I'm fading, guys. I don't want to stream if I can't be all in. I thought I was going to be fine today just because I'd gotten so much rest. But I'm like, I'm having a tough time concentrating on 2 things at once here. ARG, stuff like that is why you like home media. The fact they can remove whatever they want forever or change anything for updates, just grind your gears a little bit. Why you like home media. Home media, what do you mean by that? Sorry for saying something really obvious. I'm not tracking. Keegan's a bigger fan of the later Supernatural seasons, 7 and onward. Oh, the physical media. What's up, Tech Stomper? How's it going, dude? Sorry, yeah, it looks like YouTube chat still just hasn't fixed itself, guys, so I'm having to look at both chats. It's so frustrating when that happens. Gotcha, ARG. So yeah, like physical media. I'm tracking now. I know what you mean. What was that? Wasn't it Ubisoft? It was Ubisoft or EA that said basically in their latest terms of service update or something that they literally said you might not own these games forever and we could remove these from your inventory if we deem necessary. Like if they want to take a game off and deplatform it, if you bought it through Ubisoft, then they literally can just take it away. I think it was EA. I don't think it was Ubisoft. I know both of those companies are just awful. But yeah, imagine that. How crazy is that? You literally buy something and they could just no refund you. It's not just EA or Ubisoft. I haven't seen any other companies that have done that, but if more are doing it, that's just wild how they think they can get away with it. And people won't notice, you know. They just kind of slip those updates in there. No one will care. Inventory is full. Dude, we got a lot from that. Jeez. You were disappointed when Netflix canceled Inside Job? I have not seen... Oh, wait. Inside Job. Google that real quick. Inside Job, Netflix. Oh, like a cartoon. I don't know if I've seen this. But they cancel it? That does suck. Oops. Jaina, EA is so bad they release Sims 4 packs. Literally broken. That's too many game companies nowadays. It's so bad. How you almost expect a game to release in a broken state and be fixed later. And people give them... They'll give companies that too, where they almost defend them. The game just released. You got to give them time to work through the kinks. And yeah, when I was a kid, there were games that were a little bit simpler. They did release with bugs, and you couldn't just patch out bugs. So sometimes, like in Super Mario 64, for example, there are plenty of game-breaking glitches. But for the most part, they were decently well put together. And I feel like because of that, games used to ship more polished. Because they knew once I released this, they would have to recreate an entire batch of cartridges just to patch in something. Sit and Spin is in the chat. Oh my gosh. Good to see you, Sit and Spin. How have you been? ARG, yeah, I haven't bought a Ubisoft or EA game. I can't even remember the last time. It's been forever. Because all of their games are the same. Ubisoft, specifically. Every Assassin's Creed game is the exact same. Just a bunch of waypoints. You go to the waypoint, you climb the tower, you scan the area, and then you collect all the collectibles. That's it. It's every Assassin's Creed game. It was fun for a couple years, and then the formula just never changed.
Need something new? Eververse has it.
Last time you bought a Ubisoft game was when Assassin's Creed Valhalla went on sale a couple years ago. I remember I bought Valhalla. I played it for like 5 minutes, and I just was like, shoot, this is the same thing as every other Assassin's Creed game. And I stopped playing it. Tex, what was it? Inside Job. Had 2 seasons. They canceled it because of reason. But you remember when EA Ubisoft said that? Mutahar. Yeah, I think that's how I found out, was Mutahar. Mutahar always exposes all that stuff. And he does a really good job of covering all of his bases and just making a case to completely obliterate these people. Sit and spin, you've been good. Finally got your GPU upgraded to the 4060. Let's go. Now you need headphones and a mic. Oh, then the streaming begins. Awesome. I'll have to make sure to plug your stuff, Sit and Spin. Do you have a Twitch channel or YouTube that you want to shout out right now? Also upgraded the PC case. It's amazing. Gorgeous case. The temps went down. Nice. Okay, yeah, Sit and Spin. Pop in chat once you get your channel and streaming stuff set up. I'll make sure to shout you out. I know you're a grinder of Final Fantasy, so probably be good stuff. I know you're super committed. You haven't even played it yet at all, ARG? I'm waiting for a good Assassin's Creed game, but I think those days are over, sadly. Well, gosh, it's crazy. I can't believe it hasn't even been 2 hours. I feel bad having to end stream early, but I gotta get better. Tomorrow night, if I'm feeling better, I will go the full time. I hate cutting it early. But if I'm not feeling good, I might cut it a little early. I've started to feel a little bit better today. And now, you know, at nighttime, like you wake up in the morning when you're sick and then you feel horrible. Throughout the day, you kind of get better. And then by the evening, you're like, oh man, all right, tomorrow I should feel good. And then it starts to dip again. I'm on the crash right now where I can feel like my body hurts. So tomorrow, yeah, we'll see. I still don't know if I'm going to make it into the office for work. I don't know. I need to sleep on it. But yeah, I'm going to go head to bed. But thanks, guys. Yeah, you know I don't like... Caitlin wanted me to not stream tonight because she's like, you need to just rest and sleep. But I didn't want to do that. I knew I was good enough to stream for a little bit. So, Tex, I agree. Mutahara is the best for that. Thank you, guys. Yep, hour and 49 minutes. It's weak sauce. But tomorrow, I'm going to have all the tea, all the vitamin C, all the stuff to make sure I feel as good as possible tomorrow. And we'll see what we play tomorrow. I don't think we have anything more to do in Destiny. I can do all of this off stream. It's not going to be very interesting to watch. Maybe we do First Descendant. We'll feel it out. We'll see. But love you guys. Nunk, good to see you. Hi and bye. Haley, see you later. All of you guys are awesome. Thank you for showing up, and see you tomorrow.